I'm not Presley by chance. I'm not Presley by mistake. I am Presley on purpose. Hey y'all, it's your girl Adina K. Presley, and welcome to Presley on Purpose. Listen, this is not the buttoned up CEO version of me. This is the real me, the healed but still human me. So we're here to talk about stuff you don't post, the moments that break you, the moments that build you. Every week we're getting into purpose, reinvention, boundaries, healing, choosing yourself loudly, boldly, and without apology. So get comfortable, get honest, and get ready because we're rising and we're rising on purpose. So today's episode is about reciprocation. I think I talked about this one time, but this is more about matching energy. And what I'm not going to do anymore is waste my time on energy from people who's low vibrational. I'm going to give you what you give me. That's always what works for me. And if you're good vibes, you know that term, good vibes only, then yeah, I'm all for it. But if your vibes are negative and it's off and it's not in alignment with me, then I'm not even going to fool up with you. I'm even going to say I'm going to give you that energy. I'm just not even going to fool up with you because what I'm not going to do is have that cloud my feelings and then cloud my emotions and cloud the good space that I'm in because you carry this black cloud over you. That I'm not going to do. So, what I've learned while I'm going through this is sometimes people don't know how to release and let go. They have a tendency to hold on to things, which ultimately keeps them in the same space and doesn't allow them to grow. And you know, the only way that you can reinvent yourself through growth is to be able to let things go. Some people harbor on things and hold animosity and resentment. And to be perfectly honest with you, if you're going to hold animosity or resentment, you need to hold it with yourself because I guarantee you, if it's a person that you're angry with or you're holding something with, I guarantee you they're not even thinking about you. They're probably not even worried about it anymore. And if they did have an issue with you, it's behind them. But yet and still, you're still sitting in it. You're still holding on to it while they have gone off and lived their life and not even thinking about you. And I find that so disheartening because it's so much energy being wasted for no reason. In my opinion, I don't feel that it's worth it to drain yourself and give life to something that should have been dead a long time ago. A situation, a relationship, a person. Holding on to that is only holding you back because you can't free yourself. You can't free your mind. You can't free your thoughts because that is still hovering over you. And what I want to say to anyone right now who's feeling that, and I know it's easier said than done to just say, let it go, as the girl in Frozen said, let it go. I know it's easier said than done, but it's a real thing. People fail to realize it's a real thing to just let it go. But you have to be in a good space with yourself to be able to do that. Not everyone knows how to do that. And again, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a learned process. It's a learned experience. It does take you to have to be conscious of how you're feeling about something and how you want to approach it and how you want to move forward in it. But if you don't take action, if you don't actually step to it and face it and try to put it behind, bury it but bury it so deep inside of you that it's holding you down, that it's weighing you down, you're not doing yourself any good. It's a disservice to you when you do that, because again, you're harboring ill feelings or resentment or hurt, even maybe hate, which I hope that's not the case, but for some it is, and it is blocking your growth. It is blocking your blessings, you know, because when you can't see what's ahead of you because you're being blocked by your negative thoughts or your ill feelings, you're just holding yourself back. Is it worth it? But really, is it worth it? I don't think so. I don't think so, because what should be more important to you is your peace. What should be more important to you is your sanity. What should be more important to you is how you feel. That's what should be important, not holding on to something that's probably meaningless. Because again, if it's a person, they probably moved on with their life and not even thinking about you. You know, if it's a situation, and let's say it happened 10 years ago, it's no longer even a thought. You know, people walk around with so much heaviness, and the heaviness is just, it's just stagnating them. The heaviness is stagnating you, and you have to you have to just let it go. Let it go. I guarantee you, you would feel so much better if you did. You'd be so much more focused on other things in your life, even if it's something as simple as traveling. Maybe I don't travel anymore because, you know, I used to travel with this person and they made traveling a bad experience for me. I know that's a little, I know that's a little off, but I couldn't come up with anything. But it'll allow you to explore things that you used to be able to explore that you no longer did because you were feeling a certain way about a certain situation or a certain person. So when I say energy, when I say energy, when you're feeling like that and then you come around other people, that energy, they feel it. That energy, they soak it in. And even if they may not even be aware that that energy is magnetic and it's being forced inside of them. And I think one of the skills that I actually happen to have is I can recognize that. So I can shut that off, you know, because I know some low vibrational people, some bad energy people that I sometimes have to deal with. I just have no choice. I mean, I have a choice, but you know, I have no choice. And I just tune it out. You know, I just block it. I tune it out and I'll be like, you know what? That's for you. So you sit in that heaviness, you sit in that bad energy while I'm over here radiating like a ray of sunshine, because that's what I do. But again, it can, for somebody who doesn't have that skill, it can affect them. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right, you know, especially if you know you're that type of person and then you want to be around people. That's how you want to be. Be by yourself. Be by yourself. Don't drag other people into your heaviness. Don't drag other people into your black cloud and the rain that hovers over you. Don't bring other people into that. Leave that to yourself. Be by yourself with it. But I will say this, and if this is speaking to somebody, step back really and take a look and say to yourself, is this how I want to live the rest of my life? Is this how I really want to live the rest of my life? Being miserable, when you know I talk about miserable. You know I talk about misery because there are really some miserable people out there. But it's a real thing. And that's why I speak on it, because it's really real. And I feel sorry. I really do feel sorry for those people, because there's so much more to life than misery. You know, you don't have to be there. You are in control of your feelings and how you feel, and you can change that. So when I say be mindful of your energy, be mindful of your energy, not only to the person, but to yourself as well. Because I know for me, when I get around people who might be a little off and I'm not liking how it feels, it turns me off. It doesn't change my mood, but it turns me off and makes me feel like I just don't want to be bothered. And I really don't like to do that. I really don't like to do that to people, and I don't like to be in that place. But sometimes it's necessary because if you're not in control of your emotions or how other people make you feel, then you will fall victim to it. You will be reeled right into it. And unbeknownst to you, now you're in a miserable state or you're in a heavy state, and it's not even yours. That's not even yours to carry. Somebody else put that on you, and now you're carrying it. So I say this to say, miserable people, miserable people. If that's what you feel you need to do, be miserable by yourself. Leave other people out of it. Let them live and shine and glow in their good spirits and their good feelings. Let them do that. It's funny, I'm thinking about someone that I know and I love dearly, but this person is horrible. Their way of thinking about life, their way of looking at people, their way of thinking about anything is always negative. Why? Why? What did life in general do to you? You woke up this morning, you have your health, far as I know, far as I see, you're healthy, you have family, you have friends, you have a roof over your head, you have food. Like you have the basic necessities that a lot of people don't have. You know how many people wish they had a roof over their head? You know how many people wish they had family? You know how many people wish they can go and take a hot shower, but yet and still you want to be mad at the world for what? Is it because you made some bad choices? Because a lot of times that has a lot to do with it. You made some bad choices in your life and you're not happy where you are right now. Again, that is your problem. That's not the next person's problem. And they shouldn't have to carry it. That shouldn't be their problem. You know, it shouldn't. Or you're mad at, I don't know, you're mad at someone. And instead of you going in your corner and deal with your anger, you want to bring it amongst other people that had nothing to do with it, that was not there, that played no part. And now they have to deal with your energy because that's how you feel. That's cool. You're entitled to feel that way. You're entitled to be upset. But guess what? You need to do that on your own time, not around other people, disturbing their flow and their energy and their good feelings. That's what you should do. And I know I'm talking to some people. I know I am. I know some people might feel away. But honestly, if the shoe fits, put it on. And if it's a sneaker, tie lace it up real tight, and wear it. Wear it. Because sometimes certain things need to be said. And I'm the type of person that's going to say it. I'm going to say it. But I know that this is for somebody. I know this is for a few somebody. I know this is for a few somebodies. And don't be mad. Don't be mad. Do better. Do better. It's simple. Do better. Like I said, take a step back, look into yourself, reevaluate, say to yourself, what do I want to change? What do I want to let go? how do I get myself to a better place where I'm not feeling this way, that my energy is not this way, that I'm not bringing this energy to other people, um, only for some people who may not be skilled to give it back to you. And that's not a good feeling either. I know for me, if you give me good, I'm gonna give you good. You give me stank up again, I'm not even gonna mess with you. But some people will give it right back to you. Again, is it necessary? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that it's time to put on your big grown people pants and start looking at things from a different perspective. Like I always say, look at it from a positive perspective. It's not something you'll learn overnight, but be mindful of your awareness. Okay. When you are in that space, or when you're around people, or you get around people and you see that their energy has shifted, and most likely their energy shifted because of you, be mindful and be aware that maybe I might have something to do with this. And maybe I might want to check myself. And maybe I might want to reevaluate how I approach people. I think that's I think that's a good place to start. I think it's a good place to start. Um, because if nobody's gonna tell you, your girl Adina's gonna tell you. And I think it's time. I think it's time. We're too old. Life is too short. It's not even worth it. It wears down on your physical. It wears down on your mental. It wears down on the internal, emotional. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, and it'll age you. Miserable people be looking old. When you act miserable, you look old. Be happy and smile and and be youthful. That's what keeps you there. That type of energy keeps you there. That old being mean and low vibrational and miserable makes you look old. So that is my episode for today. I probably got under the skin of some people, but that was my intention. And you know, my word is intentional. I'm intentional in everything I do, everything I say. And for the most part, it's coming from a good place because I've experienced it. So I'm speaking about it from the heart. I'm speaking about it from lived experiences. So take it as that. Take it as some real, raw, maybe a little tough love, but it's only for your own good. I'm your girl, Adina K. Presley. If there's something that you liked, something that you loved, share it. Share it with a friend. Share it in your group chat. I hope this one snatched the edge or two. I hope it snatched the edge or two. But if there's anything that you like, anything you want me to talk about, hit your girl up. Let me know. Like, share, and follow. And please, please, please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'm your girl, Adina K. Presley. I'm not Presley by mistake. I'm not Presley by chance. I'm Presley on purpose. Have a good one. I'm not Presley by chance. I'm not Presley by mistake. I am Presley on purpose.